Namaste students, खुश रहो बेटियों। I JVN Dr. Naren Singh Shekhawat, Assistant Professor, Department of Shalya Tantra, Clinical Consultant in Suryansh Arogya Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. In previous class, we discussed about treatment, clinic feature, diagnostic tools, and some part of treatment of BPH. In consequence, today we will discuss the rest part of the treatment. Let's begin with TUMT, transurethral microwave thermotherapy. TUMT is an outpatient procedure that involves the delivery of microwaves directly to the prostate through a transurethral probe to raise the temperature of the prostate tissue to about 45 degrees Celsius. The heat causes death of tissue, thus relieving the obstruction. A rectal temperature probe is used during the procedure to ensure that the temperature is kept below 43.5 degrees centigrade to prevent rectal tissue damage. The procedure takes about 90 minutes. Post-operative urinary retention is a common complication. Thus, the patient is generally sent home with an indwelling catheter for 2 to 7 days to maintain urinary flow and to facilitate the passing of small clots or necrotic tissue. Antibiotics, pain medication, and bladder antispasmodic medications are used to tolerate and prevent post-procedure problems. The procedure is not appropriate for men with rectal problems. Anticoagulant therapy should be stopped 10 days before treatment. Mild side effects include occasional problems of bladder spasm, hematuria, dysuria, and retention. Second technique is transurethral needle ablation. Transurethral needle ablation (TUNA) is another procedure that increases the temperature of prostate tissue, thus causing localized necrosis. TUNA differs from TUMT in that low wave radio frequency is used to heat the prostate. Only prostate tissue in direct contact with needle is affected, thus allowing greater precision in removal of the target tissue. The extent of tissue removed by this procedure is determined by amount of tissue contact, needle length, amount of energy delivered, and duration of treatment. This procedure is performed in an outpatient unit or physician's office using local anesthesia and IV or oral sedation. The tuna procedure lasts approximately 30 minutes. The patient typically experiences little pain with an early return to regular activities. Complications include urinary retention, UTI, and irritative voiding symptoms. Example frequency, urgency, dysuria. Some patients require a urinary catheter for a short time. Patients often have hematuria for up to a week. Laser prostatectomy. Third technique is laser prostatectomy. The use of last therapy through visual or ultrasound guidance is an effective alternate to transurethral resection of the prostate (TURP) in treating BPH. Laser beam is delivered transurethral through a fiber instrument and is used for cutting, coagulation, and vaporization of prostatic tissue. There are a variety of laser procedures using different sources, wavelength, and delivery systems. Photo vaporization. Fourth one is photo vaporization. PAP use a high power green laser light to vaporize prostate tissue. Improvements in urine flow and symptoms are almost immediate after the procedure. Bleeding is minimal and a catheter is inserted for 20 to 24 to 48 hours afterward. PEP, photovaporization, works well for larger prostate gland. Fifth one is the interstitial laser coagulation technique (ILC). The prostate is viewed through a cystoscope. The laser is used to quickly treat precise area of the enlarged prostate by placement of interstitial guides directly into the prostate tissue. Intraprostatic urethral stents. Symptoms from obstruction in patients who are poor surgical candidates can be relieved with intraprostatic urethral stent. The stents are placed directly into the prostatic tissue. Complications include chronic pain, infection, and incrustations. Second surgical therapy is invasive therapy. What is invasive therapy? Invasive treatment of symptomatic BPH involves surgery. The choice of the treatment approach depends on size and location of the prostatic enlargement and patient's factors such as age and surgical risk. So, students, rest part of treatment include invasive therapy. We will discuss in next class. Thank you, students. Okay, students. This session is powered by digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidya 2 months University Jaipur. I hope you are satisfied with this digital session. If you have any doubts and queries, please mention in comments box. I will resolve it soon. Thank you, students.